One of the criticisms of the SAVE Act is that it will disenfranchise voters by preventing people from being able to register to vote because they don't have their birth certificate. Democrat Senator Dick Durbin made that argument in the Senate this last week. He said, when it comes to registering to vote, your driver's license, which most people use in the course of business every single day, is not acceptable. What is acceptable is a passport. Obviously, you don't want people to have to pay to get ID so that they can vote. So this is the argument the Democrats are making. Durbin also talked about people who don't have their birth certificate or have had their name changed and have to try to get documentation for that. Well, you ready for the bright spot? All of those criticisms have already been solved in the legislation itself. Here's Utah Senator Mike Lee.
When you read the bill, what you'll discover is that we've made special accommodation for those who don't have documentation, or those who can't find their birth certificate. When all else fails, if you don't have documentation establishing the information on your birth certificate or what would be in a passport or otherwise, the bill contains a provision requiring each state to allow an alternative mechanism by which someone can, by attestation, issue a sworn statement. It then puts the onus on the state to determine the authenticity of it. States have access to their own records. States have reciprocity with other states and are able to achieve verification of that. So we've taken care of that problem, and so I'm sure you'll be elated to hear that, and we look forward to having your affirmative vote when we vote on the Save America Act.